As of just a few hours ago, Maine's Commissioner for the Department of Agriculture, Conservation and Forestry requested that the U.S. Secretary of Agriculture release federal funding that has been frozen by President Trump.
The commissioner says not having access to critical funds is causing economic hardship for Maine farmers and other agricultural organizations. And this comes as we continue to learn more about the impact of the president's funding pause on communities across our state.
The latest to feel the effects: a sustainable farm along the coast that says it's no longer receiving payments from a major federal grant, funding that helps support farms here in Maine and across the country. News Center Maine's Alex Haskell has the details from Freeport.
We're dedicated to creating a world where agriculture and food systems support farmer viability, thriving communities, and healthy ecosystems.
But now that mission just got harder. Here at Wolfe's Next Center for Agriculture and the Environment, Executive Director Dave Herring says the nonprofit is feeling the impact of President Trump's federal funding freeze, which the president says is necessary to get federal spending under control.
The goal for us was to have about 400 farm projects around the country.
From almond growers in California to grain farmers in the Rocky Mountains to dairy producers here in New England, Wolfe's Neck has been working with farms nationwide to promote sustainable practices. That includes improving soil health, increasing biodiversity, and reducing environmental impact.
We are about 70 farms into that process.
The initiative is backed by a $35 million grant from the USDA, funding that was awarded during the Biden administration and is meant to be distributed over 5 years. But the latest installment, more than $300,000, never arrived. That's because of President Trump's executive order, which pauses federal payments for grants and other programs until they undergo review. The order states no funds shall be dispersed by a given agency until the director of OMB and assistant to the president for economic policy have determined that such disbursements are consistent with any review recommendations they have chosen to adopt.
I don't think that we have a ton of farmers out there that are out funds at this point.
But Herring says the freeze could lead to missed opportunity for farmers here in Maine and across the country.
To benefit from a program that really is designed to help them build resilience and build soil health and improve their practices so that they can have an improved bottom line and have better environmental outcomes.
As Wolfe's Neck explores its next steps, Herring remains hopeful that this effort will continue, whether or not federal support is restored. In Freeport, Alex Haskell, News Center, Maine.